Today we're going to talk about the power raised to a power rule for exponents. When an exponential expression is raised to a power, you can multiply the exponents. Here's the rule right here. If you have a power raised to a power, almost always you'll see that power outside of a set of parentheses. When that happens, you're going to distribute that power right here and multiply those two numbers together, so m times n. So same thing here, you have 3 to the 4th power to the 2nd power. So that will be 3 to the 4 times 2, which will be 3 to the 8th. And again here, x to the 7th power raised to the 4th power, that would be 7 times 4, which is 28. We're going to try it ourselves here. Here we have x squared to the 5th power. We're going to take those two powers and times them together. So we'll have x to the 2 times 5. And then we're just going to times those together and get x to the 10th power. This time we have to take this power of 4 through to both parts of the parentheses. We have two different variables in there, so we're going to take the 4 through. So we're going to have x to the 2 times 4, and then y to the 9 times 4. So x to the 8th, y to the 36th. Here's our next example. We're going to have to take that 3 through to both parts again, to both pieces of our expression here. So here we're going to have a to the 4 times 3, and then we'll have b to the power of 1 right there. It's not showing, but anytime there's not an exponent showing it's the power of 1, times it by 3. So we'll have a to the 12th, b to the 3rd. The next example on power raised to a power is right here. Again, just taking that power 3 through to the 5. So we'll have a to the 5th times 3, which is a to the 15th power. Here we have to take this power of 3 to every part. We have to take it to the number and to the variables. So the power on the 4 right there is 1. So we're going to have 4 to the 1 times 3. X to the 2 times 3, and y to the 3 times 3, which is really 4 to the 3rd power, which is 4 times 4 times 4, and then x to the 6th power, y to the 9th power. Then we're just going to grab our calculators out and do 4 times 4 times 4, and when we do that we get 64. So our answer here is 64 x to the 6th, y to the 9th. Again, same thing here, this time taking the power of 5 through onto the negative 2 and onto the c. So I'll have negative 2 raised to the 5th power, and then c to the 2nd power times 5. So negative 2 to the 5th power, we're going to put that in our calculator. We're going to make sure that we put the negative 2 in parentheses, or our calculator won't do it right. So negative 2 to the 5th power is a negative 32, and then the 2 times the 5 gives us c to the 10th. Same thing on this, taking the 2 through to the number and to the variable. We're going to have 1/6 squared, and then x to the 1 times 2. 1/6 squared, on fractions we square the top and we square the bottom, so 1 squared is 1. On the bottom, 6 squared is 36, so our fraction is 1/36. And then x to the 2nd power. Thank you for watching this note-taking guide.